Hello everybody, it's Talia and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a nice glowy makeup tutorial. I have been loving this makeup look and it literally takes me about 10 minutes. Throughout this video, I am going to be talking about the Supersponge that I received from them and I'm so excited. I am a sponge queen, so anything with sponges, I'm like one of those people like to try sponges. I get to use their Supersponge, and yeah, and then purple, like who doesn't love purple? Purple is like my favorite color. Go ahead and start with this video, shall we? First, we are going to start with the brows, and for brows, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. It's in the shade Neutral Brown. It's only $5 and it's worth it, guys. So I'm taking my little mirror from the Dollar Tree, so I'm just like so happy that I got a mirror that is easy to hold, you know, from the handle, and I think it's great. I am going with my brows first, and basically I'm just gonna do like really natural brows. I am not gonna go too crazy on the brow. What I'm doing is I am lining up my brows, kind of shaping them from top and bottom of my brows, and connecting the arch for top and bottom. Going in with my e.l.f. brush, kind of brush them just so it can blend in with my brows, and just brushing this upwards. So I'm going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Neutral. It's cleaning up my brows. So I'm basically lining up from the brow and the top as well. So I'm just taking my concealer brush and just lining the bottom and just cleaning up my brows, basically carving them. And then I'm just taking my finger and then kind of blending that. You can use a brush, but I like to go in with my finger because I feel like it's way easier and faster to blend. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow and just do the same steps. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids, set it with powders. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish, and this one I got the shade Fair Warm. So I'm applying this concealer on my eyelid just so I can set them in place. Taking my little small beauty sponge and I'm going to blend that in. I'm going in with my Ulta Beauty finishing powder, and this one is the shade Fair to Light. Just taking that powder and basically just applying it on my eyelid. That way my eyelids won't crease, because they do crease like crazy, and I just gotta make sure I gotta set that in place. I'm going in with the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm basically taking the transition color, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going in with this transition shade, and I'm just applying this shade all over my eyelid just to have some sort of color. I mean, to give a little pop in the eyes. Applying it all over my eyelid, and yeah, so I'm just using it as a one eyeshadow shade, nothing too crazy, but you know. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. hydration oil primer, and basically I'm just applying this all over my face area, and and this will basically help me hydrate and not feel very like dry. And with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy face primer, it's super lightweight and has a really tinted, so this will definitely give you a nice glow to your face. And I love this. It's just so amazing because it does gives a really nice glow to your face. So I like to apply it all over my face area because, you know, that's where I want the glow, you know. And with my chapstick, it's like a little lip protection sunscreen. They feel dry right now, so I need some sort of something in my lips just to keep them hydrated. For foundation, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24 Hours Fresh Wear Foundation. This one I got the shade 420. So I'm taking this foundation and basically I am applying this on my back of my hand and just applying it all over my face. Applying this on my face. I forgot to mention, guys, I should have never applied that foundation, but I did receive a cool sponge from Supersponge. They were so kindly to send me a sponge, and let me show you what I got. Bath is an antibiotic sponge soap, so it's a little soap to clean your sponges. So I think it's really great to clean your sponges. This is called the Bath Cool Sponge. I am so excited to use this. This is basically a revolutionary silicone infused sponge. It's a 4 times makeup, limits germs, stays clean. So excited to try this sponge. To clean your sponges, this is what you use to clean your sponge, which is really cool. So basically you clean it with this, and I think that it's so amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my sponge, and then I'll be right back, guys, and apply this all over my face. Honestly, it doesn't really take a lot of product, which is really amazing. Usually I have to go in with so much amount of foundation just because it soaks in, and honestly it's doing a very good job applying this foundation. And they do take up a lot of product. With this one, I feel like you're not taking a lot of product like other sponges. It feels really amazing. It's not too hard. But I love this. This is a really good concealer. I am going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And basically, I am applying this concealer my under eyes. I'm just gonna go like not too crazy. This is what I've been doing lately, applying just 2 lines, and that's it. I feel like that's all I need. I'm applying it like tip of my nose and my forehead area, just a little bit. So while that kind of like sits for a little bit, I'm going in my Mirrored foundation stick. This one is the shade Chestnut. So I'm basically applying it here because I like to apply it a little upwards, and then I like to apply it in my forehead area, the bottom of my lip, and that's pretty much it. Again, I'm taking my sponge and I'm of course gonna spray my sponge and then blend my concealer. And I feel like when I apply my concealer like that, it gives you really nice lift to your face. And I'm just blending my cream contour and I like to go mainly like kind of upwards, just because I feel like it does help lift up your face a little. My Airspun loose face powder. First, I'm taking a different sponge, and basically I'm just taking this and apply it on my under eyes just so it can set in place, because I know that they do crease like crazy. These eyes is never the best, guys. So I am just applying that, making sure they're set in place, because you know, certain things is having that crease eyes is never the best, guys. It does crease so in areas that I do not like, and you know, going in with my Ulta Beauty finishing powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and set that some certain areas. Just applying this, I just like to set it just a little bit, but I also don't want to take away that really nice glowy finish. Thing I'm going to apply is the Butter Bronzer Physician Formula. This has been my ultimate favorite bronzer, and of course I hit the pan applying that on my face. Like easy and kind of upwards. I don't like to go too crazy on this bronzer. Like I said, I like to apply it kind of up here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of swirl all over my forehead just so it can be a little bronzy. We are in the summer, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I'm obsessed with bronzer, and I like to apply it on my forehead. Even though I have a really tiny forehead, I still like to apply bronzer. So it's like one of my favorite products I must have with. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that powder underneath my eyes, because I feel like it's already good to go and it's good to remove. So I'm going in with my Ulta Beauty blush duo, and I've been loving mixing these two blush shades. So it's like a pink and an orangey shade. So I'm gonna apply it where I specifically apply my bronzer, just in this certain area. And what I like to do is I like to tap this, because you know, kind of swirl, make sure it's all nice. In this area right here, I'm not gonna go like too crazy my cheekbone. First, I'm taking my sponge and kind of like line up the bottom. I'm kind of applying it. Yeah, kind of like that. I just feel like I really want that nice lift, you know, even though it's a 10-minute makeup, but doesn't take me that long at all. So to create an eyeliner, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild palette, taking this really dark brown shade right here, and I'm gonna create a small little wing eyeliner. I just want to keep it a really natural kind of look, so I'm definitely creating that line. And pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. For bronzer, I'm going back with my Butter Bronzer. So I'm taking my Real Technique Expert Concealer brush, but I'm definitely just gonna apply it like the bronzer. I'm applying it very slightly gently on the nose, and then kind of connect it to kind of nearby the brow. So kind of apply it towards like that, you know, just contouring my nose. Even though I'm not really a pro, but I tend to try to make it some sort of a good contour, you know. So I'm gonna remove my powder where I apply it, and I mean, it's pretty much it. I'm going in with my Milani Make It Last setting spray. And this stuff is so good, super affordable. I think it's really amazing. It does last your makeup, which is really great. My e.l.f. Highlighter, and I don't know the shade to be honest with you, but I'm using this really beautiful highlighter, and I'm gonna apply it just a little bit like onto my skin, and I really just want that to be like a finished look. So I'm applying it kind of like in this area right here. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the highlight with this, and I'm basically applying it at the tip of my nose area, of course, and then applying it kind of the center of my nose, right, basically right here. So applying it. So highlighter is done, guys. I feel like I went too extreme on the tip of my nose, but you know what, that is okay. For brows, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow. This one is the shade Natural Brown, and I'm gonna set this in place. I love setting my brows in place because I feel like it really helps with my brows. And then yeah, so I'm gonna do for my brow, going in with my really ultimate favorite mascara, the Revlon So Furious Big Bad Lash Mascara. I love this mascara. It's like one of the best mascaras I ever tried. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara, you know. I would typically go with lashes. I think lashes will really settle the look, but I'm not really good at applying lashes, so I'm just gonna stick with mascara. So for lips, guys, I am going in with, I went to Target and I wanted to buy new lip liners. I've been so into lip liners, and I wanted to try the LA Girl lip liner. Got the Sugar Spice and the blushing, but I feel like I want to try the Sugar Spice. So it's like a really nice, kind of like a really brown nude kind of tone. So I just want like a really nice lips. So this color is really stunning. It is so creamy, so easy to apply. Go in with my Wet n Wild Never Nude, and I'm gonna apply it kind of in the center of my lips. So now I'm taking my e.l.f. lip gloss, and I love. Finished with my look, I'm going back with the Milani Make It Last setting spray and just set the whole look with this. Pretty much it for this video. I really love how this makeup look turned out. It's super glowy, and I think it's great for the summer, and it only took me about 10 minutes. The video took a little bit longer because I'm like chatting and how to apply the makeup and all that sort of things. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.